Over the decades, interracial adoption has become more widespread, but with the growing trend of interracial adoption comes the controversy and the question: should race be a consideration in an adoption?
Cases of interracial adoptions have accumulated on both sides of the argument. However, we believe that race shouldn't matter when adopting a child because a loving home, better opportunities, and healthy personal development is far more important than keeping the culture alive within the race.
The environment that a child grows up in is directly related to their personal growth and development. In the case of Sarah Smith, a Haitian girl adopted by white missionaries, the loving and diverse environment that she was raised in gave her the inspiration to branch out and help other children of different races and ethnicities feel welcome. She says now, at the age of 26, "We didn't see race, we just saw diversity." Most cases are in agreement that ultimately what is important is a loving and nurturing home that an adoptive child is put into in order to make them feel secure and happy.
When looking at the mission statements of many adoption agencies, the general consensus was that the child is the most important factor. Finding the right home and parent to support them and provide them with opportunities they would not have otherwise. In the adoption agencies, there is a huge percentage drop for a child over the age of 10 to get adopted. The statistics show that these children are more inclined to different criminal acts as growing teenagers. Interracial adoption is helpful in this way because any couple, regardless of the race, can provide a child with a home and good opportunities, giving them the chance to feel loved and live better lives.
The growth and personal development of a child is one of the main concerns when adopted children are put into a home and matched with adoptive parents. It is critical that the child is given a family with love and support so they can feel secure and grow healthily throughout their childhood to their adulthood. There was a case in 1997 of a young white girl named Stacy whose adoptive family was black. Social workers and other people were very judgmental in this case, believing that she wouldn't be able to grow healthily in their care. However, she was not affected in the ways that people had said. Instead, as the author of the article had observed, she hasn't been hampered by cultural differences. Rather, she has blossomed. This is just one of the many cases where a child being adopted by a family of different race has been affected in a beneficial way and found comfort in diversity rather than oppressed by it.
With the growing popularity and publicity of interracial, transracial adoptions, there is also many people that strongly disagree with the topic. One of the big opposers of the topic, the NABSW, National Association of Black Social Workers, who are not completely against interracial adoption but feel strongly against it because they want to preserve the Black African American culture. In the case of Rachel Nordlinger, an African American girl adopted by a Caucasian couple, struggled with fitting in as a child. She says it was hard growing up in a white privileged neighborhood. The feelings of displacement in her childhood led to an identity crisis through her teen years. The problem was later solved when she was in college and connected with other African American women. Though in retrospect, Nordlinger doesn't hold any resentment for her parents raising her the way they did. She is grateful for the opportunities. However, she states that parents adopting a child of different ethnic, racial backgrounds cannot be simply colorblind, but make their children aware of their culture.
The issue in the matter is that parents adopting a child of different race/ethnicity should make their child aware of their background and culture, giving them a sense of pride to be who they are. As long as an interracial couple can provide a loving environment, support, and good opportunities, as well as the right exposure to their ethnic/racial background, then there will be no more disagreements on the subject of interracial adoption. In conclusion, it is up to the parents of these children to educate them on their ethnic/racial backgrounds to help give them pride in who they are and a sense of identity. Though educating their children is very important when looking at interracial adoption, the most important thing still remains to be a loving home, support, and better opportunities for the adoptive child above all else.